Once again, Charles Leclerc takes pole. It's an ART 1-2-4. The exception of having all four in top 5 is the 15th place grid penalty Nick DeVries occurred on the last lap incident. Dams are continuing to improve on their performance since the start of the season. The cars will place P7, P10 and P13. Will ART dominate yet again, or will we see a change? Time for the Hungarian Grand Prix.
What is up, guys? We are here with the GP3 action. Sorry it's late, I know I've said that like 2 videos in a row, but this cold is literally just absolutely destroying me right now. But we're going to get back on track with this because F1 2016 is coming out soon, and this is going to go well into F1 2016, so that's going to suck a little bit. But nonetheless, we're going to do what we normally do, is go to track and see what we can do. So, on the grid in Hungary, we've actually come pretty far into the season, to be fair. We're almost at the halfway point, but we do have 5 lights, and we've got Fuko to the left, Fukuzumi just ahead of us. We get off to a very good start, we absolutely blitz Fuko, but he's actually going to get a bit of a better run. I don't actually understand why he's doing that, but now we've got Ferrucci round our outside. We're going to go really tight and we're going to go really sluggish, but somehow we find our way into 5th, but we've got to let people through. I'm not sure how that was an illegal overtake, but I'm now dropped myself back down to 7th, and we're going to avoid Ferrucci, and we're just going to cut the grass while we're here. We might as well. We're going side by side with the dams now of Kevin Jorg. We've got Nandi to the right of us, and we have lost so much ground. But there was an incident at turn 1, so we're going to have to see what actually happened here. That's Tatiana Calderon, who's going to pull off and actually collects, I believe that's Jake Aitken, so that's 2 Ardens out into turn 1, so that's no good. But coming on to lap 2, still up Nandi's gearbox, to be fair, so we're going to have a cheeky little look down his inside. There's a massive gap. We're not going to pull a Rosberg and just absolutely kill him, but nonetheless we are now into 7th place, and we have our favourite American Santino Ferrucci just ahead of us. But as always, there is more stuff going on throughout the race, and you can see that is a Trident going round. I believe that's Boschung. I'm not sure exactly what happened there with Boschung, as he has no front wing, but we are now sitting pretty behind Santino Ferrucci, and we've got to pit this lap, which kind of sucks because, I mean, we're actually going to hold on. We're actually going to make a move around the outside. That was actually sick. That was such a good... He's actually still there, but now he's backed off now. But yeah, that was actually a really good overtake, to be fair. I'm not going to lie. But we now have, I believe this is Nandi. I want to say that's Nandi. I'm pretty sure it is. But he's going past, I believe that was Kevin Jorg. I'm not sure. But we're in the pit lane. P7 at the moment. We nearly ran over the pit crew. It's the MP Motorsport pit crew, but you know. So decent start. We did get a little bit held up, obviously by Fuko, because he did stop. His pit garage is actually ahead of ours, but I don't know. We need to find a way to make a move on Antonio Fuko. He's actually going to go really slowly. We've got to creep round his outside, and we're still creeping. We're still creeping. He's going to squeeze us, but we've actually got the inside line for the next corner, so we're just going to shove our car up his inside and try and hold it off. We go wheel to wheel, and we squeeze him out. That was a little bit unfair, but I mean, all's fair in love and war, end of the day. But nonetheless, we are now into P7. We're going to come down at the start, finish straight to start the next lap, and we're going to see where we filter out. There's going to be so many cars coming out the pit straight. You can see on the radar, and now in front of us, there is so many cars all coming out, and you've got Arthur Janos there, which is Fuko's teammate, and we absolutely blitzed him coming into this corner. Can we do the exact same move on Arthur Janos? In fact, no. We're going to look to the outside, and we're going to hold it. We squeeze him as well. We're not giving these Trident boys any room whatsoever, but we've got the job done. We're now into P4, and there was actually an overtake up ahead, we've actually got Alexander Albon go round Charles Leclerc. So Charles Leclerc has started to fall back. We've got actually a very feisty Santino Ferrucci going round, and he's actually made a mistake. So that is Shuko making a mistake against Santino Ferrucci. So that's not fair, to be honest. But you can see now, lap 7 out of 9, we've got an ART train. Albon's just casually going down the start-finish straight. But nonetheless, we are in the slipstream of Fukuzumi, who is in the slipstream of Charles Leclerc. So if Charles Leclerc isn't careful, then he's going to get overtaken by both of us. He gets overtaken by 1 and 2. So Charles Leclerc has gone from 2nd to 4th in the space of a start-finish straight. And we're actually squeezed out a little bit there by our half teammate. He's actually going to come back at us. He's going to squeeze us as well. We're going to have to hold off. We can't go down the outside because he absolutely blocked us. But we've got better traction here, so we're going to see what we can do on Fukuzumi, because it's looking good, to be fair. And you can see we're trying to make the same move that we made. It is the last lap now, so we need to make something happen. We're going to come from a very long way back, and we are just going to park it on the apex so he can't get back. But that was a very, very lucky overtake on the last lap. We didn't gain the win, we just came 2nd, but obviously, you know, we need to get as many points on Charles Leclerc as possible. But we are going to cross the line. We're going to come home in a very cute little 2nd place, and this is the first time we have had an ART 1-4. The top 4 all ART cars. That is amazing. That's the maximum points we can get in the race, especially as Leclerc got pole, and I believe Fukuzumi got fastest lap. Someone in ART did, but we got the maximum points you can get with ART. That is absolutely mental. If we could do that in the sprint race, then RIP to the entire competition.
ART made it 4 of a kind this time this season. Pole sitter, championship leader Charles Leclerc went from pole to 4th, while Alexander Albon took the win. Alpha Genesis led Santino Ferrucci and Antonio Fuoco. Akash Nandi takes reverse grid pole. Surely a great opportunity for Nandi. Let's find out for the Hungarian sprint race.
Wasting no time whatsoever in the garage, we are going to jump straight onto the grid, and you can see P7. It would have been, I guess, a little bit better, but obviously the first round of points is a lot more important, and we get off to a good start on beating Leclerc and Nirel, but it looks as if Nirel is going to come back at us. Leclerc doesn't really do much, but nonetheless, we're going to go in there. We're going to bash tyres with Leclerc, let him know that we're here, and we're actually going to cut through the field. We're going to go past Santino Ferrucci. See you later, sunshine. That is our position, and we are now in P4, and you can see we've got the two Trident cars actually battling, and we have to take avoiding action, otherwise we would have lost probably our tyre as well as a lot of other things. But you can see Ferrucci has now got past us, so Ferrucci is really being a pain in our backside right now. We've got Leclerc's gone through, another Dams cars of Kevin Jorg has gone through, so our first laps aren't that great. But yet again, there's been another incident at the start of the race, and it's the same two as last race. It's Jake Aitken and Tatiana Calderon, so that was a bit of a weird angle to see it from. So we're going to have a look on board with Tatiana Calderon and see what actually happens. So her initial getaway is actually really good, like she gets no wheel spin whatsoever, so she's going to pull up alongside. She's actually ahead at this point of her teammate, so he comes along, and I think he moves a bit over to the right, and eventually they're just going to clatter into the barrier. It's similar to Sebastian Vettel and Mark Webber, but we ain't got time to talk about that. We have now got Nirel Fukuzumi on, I believe that is Ferrucci, I want to say. So he's going to cut through the field here and do what we can't, because for whatever reason Ferrucci's a pain in our backside. But he's going to have a look round the outside, and he's only gone and made that move stick round the outside of the chicane. That is a fantastic overtake in probably one of the most weirdest places to do it, because see Charles Leclerc's going to get squeezed out by Kevin Jorg. So Charles Leclerc now is easy pickings for us. We do not want to waste. He's going to have a look around his outside. We're going to have to put a lot of trust in him to make this move. We don't squeeze him like we squeezed every other Trident car, because, you know, we've got to show a bit of love to Leclerc. He is our half teammate after all, and I mean, it's kind of in a contract. But we're now on to the following lap, and Fukuzumi again cutting through the field. He's now chasing Antonio Fuoco. So Fukuzumi is just absolutely flying right now as they both go horrifically wide. And that was absolutely terrible. It looks as if Fuoco's going really slowly. So Fukuzumi is going to have a look possibly down the inside this time. Yes, he does. So he is going inside, outside, 360. He doesn't care. He's getting round cars at chicane. He's doing an absolute amazing job about it. Okay, lap 4. Kevin Jorg, P8. Nandi is still leading this race. I don't know how, but he is doing it. And we're actually going to just throw a disgusting dive bomb down the inside of Kevin Jorg. That was absolutely filthy how far back that was, and how it actually worked. But I'm not going to complain. There's a train of cars just ahead of us, which includes Ferrucci, Fuoco and Fukuzumi. So Fukuzumi has not been able to break away from the train. With 1 and a bit laps to go, we're going to see what we can do. It looks as if Ferrucci's going to be held up. We're going to pull to the left at a very high speed. We're going to try and hold it round his outside, and this time I think it's going to work. Yes, it has worked. So we're actually past Ferrucci. We've got another Dams car just ahead of us, but there's battling between Albon and Leclerc. So Leclerc and Albon are actually battling a little bit behind us. Obviously us and Nirao are actually doing a fantastic job, and I can't be asked to say his last name. I can't be asked to say Fukuzumi every time, so I'm just going to call him Nirao. But nonetheless, we're now on the last lap. We have got the Dams car ahead of us, Princeton, who's filling in for their driver today. We can see Fuoco going really slow. We're going to take off Princeton. We're going to absolutely knock him off the track. We didn't actually touch him, but we knocked on his door and got past him. But Fuoco is just ahead, and then obviously Narelle is there in the last podium position. So we're going to have to see if we can get past Fuoco, and if we can get past Narelle. If we get past Narelle and get another podium, that would be absolutely insane. But we're going to come through to this section. We really like this section. We really like this section. As you can see, we're closing up so much to Fuoco. It's the last lap. Remember what we did to Narelle last time? Can we do the exact same to Antonio Fuoco? We're going to dive it. We're going to go side by side, and we actually made the move stick. So that was a fantastic job. We actually got it there. But now, coming down the start-finish straight, we have, I believe, that is one of the Tridents, and that is a Dams car going really wide. So Kevin Jorg putting Santino Ferrucci under pressure, and Santino Ferrucci's just completely gone off. That was a replay of what happened earlier during the race. That's how they all caught up in the train. But we have come across the line to finish P4. Oh, that's not very good. That's not good at all. So, looking at the driver's stand, you can see Nick de Vries and Charles Leclerc are on the exact same points of Alexander Albon, only 10 points behind. Noel Fukuzumi, the last of the ALT cars, in 4th place, a little bit off his fellow teammates. Antonio Fuoco, 49 points, just ahead of his teammate Arthianos on 42. Akash Nandi, with that race win, now puts himself up into 7th place, ahead of the 3 Dams cars, including Matavios Isaacayan, which splits the 2 Dams. Constructors, on the other hand, ART have pretty much just, they've got it. It's ridiculous. Trident, they're doing a solid job. Dams falling back a little bit. They hopefully, they'll get back into 2nd with any luck soon. Genza Motorsport now ahead of Cronin, Arden International on 22 and Campos on 21. But anyway, guys, that has been it for today's video. Sorry if I did sound a bit bleh. I'm still trying to get over this cold. But yeah, the next race will be GP2 Hungary, which is actually a banging race. The sprint race is absolutely insane. So hopefully I'll see you guys for that video. Until next video, bye bye.